Eddie, we've seen a very lively press tour the last 2 days. Sure, it's been very fun. We're just happy to have this back in British boxing. I feel like we've lacked this recently.
We've definitely lacked it. I mean, look, we've had, obviously, Wood Warrington, it was great, wasn't quite as fiery as that. We've had Taylor-Catterall, we've had some AJ boxing twice in England last year. You know, we missed out on AJ White, we missed out on Eubank against Ben. So it feels really good to have something that feels like a little bit like the old days, you know, Quigg against Frampton, Froch Groves, Bellew Hay, and I've not actually been around a fight quite as violent as that before.
I had a little look yesterday at the Quigg Frampton one. Obviously, it's been a while, and obviously you were greeted in Belfast with boos. Today you were greeted with cheers. Yeah. It's always a bit nice to have that, isn't it? Yeah,
of course. I mean, you can sort of joke around saying I don't care about the boos, but really, it's nothing quite like a cheer, is there? So, I think over the years, I looked at Sam yesterday and I thought that kind of reminds me of me in Belfast back then. But boo or cheers doesn't really matter. We're only sort of playing a part in this mad boxing pantomime, and just great to see so many people there for a live press conference.
One thing I've been saying a lot recently is this fight seems to be bigger than the belts. When we've let this marinate over the 2 years, obviously Josh Taylor now holds no position with the world title, but this fight seems 100 times bigger than what it was the first time, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you had the controversy of the first one, so that makes any fight bigger. But listen, I wish there was a world title on the line, but there isn't, and I don't think it really matters in terms of the size of the fight. Especially after these 2 press conferences, you know, the fight's going to get bigger and bigger. They've got to come together at TalkSport tomorrow, and with Addy on the face-to-face on DAZN. So hopefully we get through that, and then we can just build up to a great fight week.
Surely security costs are going to be at an all-time high for that face-to-face?
Yeah, they will be. Yeah, they will.
Just turning away, obviously, we've had the news that Leigh Wood won't be getting that City Ground fight. I know you've mentioned Josh Warrington possibly being up for consideration for the 5v5, but is there any plans for Leigh Wood yet?
Yeah, the Warrington fight's still there as a plan. You know, people talk about Lamont Roach, people talk about Joe Caldina. You know, Leigh has made a lot of money in his career, and he wants a lot of money again to fight. So we've got to make sure that we can deliver that in the right fight for his career. So he definitely doesn't want to retire yet, and now he sort of sets his sights on the City Ground for 2025. So I think he'll fight in June, and we'll work on those plans.
Do you feel Wood Warrington 2 could almost turn into what this is, a fight that had a controversial ending that then creates a bit of bad blood?
I think it's the fight to make. You just got to get the numbers right, you know, and it's, you know, obviously DAZN have made an investment in this fight. They're up for making another investment into Wood Warrington, but at a certain level. And, you know, if you're back in the City Ground, in Notts Arena, only holds 8,000. So it's difficult to get the numbers together these guys want, but we'll do our best to make it happen.
And another fight quickly, Raymond Ford challenges for a world title in a couple of weeks. Very tough test against Kholmatov, someone who Leigh Wood was meant to face. Yeah. What can we expect from Ray Ford that night?
I expect to win. You know, I think he's a great fighter, and it's a very tough fight against a little bit of an unknown in Kholmatov. We saw what he did against Ward, but Ray's many levels above that. I believe he'll become our first American world champion from the pro debut in a week's time Saturday.
Eddie, thank you very much.